Good morning to you all. Wonderful Monday morning to kickstart our week. Thank you so much for joining today. Let us begin, as we always do, by tapping into our heart's wisdom. More on this in our topic for today. But right now, let us practice heart focused breathing technique. Place your awareness in the area of the heart. We begin there always. Take slow, deep breaths and experience these flowing in and out of your heart. Breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Count to 5, breathing in, and exhale. Count to 5. And just take these breaths very slowly, very gently, very deeply. And when you keep your awareness in the area of the heart, it keeps you present. Keeps you present to yourself, tunes into you, allows you to begin at ground zero from which you will create amazing things. So continue this practice. And now draw these breaths down to your lower abdomen and up from the lower abdomen and out of your heart. Go deeper. Draw these breaths as deep and as slowly as you can. Let's slow things down to ground zero. And now draw them down to your perineum or your root chakra. And exhale from that point, which provides you security and safety in this life. Connect with all that is. And now draw the breaths down through your legs into earth, in the center. And as you exhale, experience that loving, nurturing energy of Gaia to flow up through your legs and out of your heart through your perineum and lower abdomen. This is a full body breathing. Let us begin to now explore the topic this week. Today's topic is making life decisions. Everybody's made them. We've made life decisions when we've moved houses, perhaps bought a house, bought a car, opened up a bank account, took a course, whatever it is, started a business. All of these life decisions we made were made from either inspiration or fear. Sometimes fear breeds inspiration. Sometimes inspiration breeds fear. I want to talk about the distinction between the two so that we are aware next time that we have to make a life decision. Let's talk about a fear that breeds inspiration. So, whenever we are embarking on something new, there's this unknown out there, something that we haven't tried before. And so, if it's unknown, that fear will come up. But from that vantage point, that fear that's coming up, it's basically your body saying, we've never experienced this before, and therefore, we're going to anticipate the worst. That is how our bodies are designed. We're always going to be bracing ourselves for the worst. So when a fear comes up, when you're staring in front of an opportunity, it is a fear that could potentially breed inspiration to move forward and fuel that effort and actually make you work amazingly well. You know, you can think of a time when you were in university, you were scared of exams. But once you passed those exams, once you passed that point, you became inspired to do more. And so this is an instance where fear will breed inspiration. And from that inspirational point, you can make a decision. So in this example, let's say you were afraid of entering into a particular contract with somebody, or whatever that is to you, or anything else. That's fear is going to then allow you to step out of that if you practice the right procedures, and I'll talk a brief bit about that, get you to the point of inspiration. And from that point of inspiration is where the decisions need to be made. So you can go ahead and not make that decision, or go ahead and make that decision, or go forward with that outcome, or stop from that. But doing it from a place of fear and not moving forward is not the most appropriate way to engage life. The way to do it is when you experience fear, you move into that space of inspiration. Then from there, you make a yes or no decision. So always be in that space of inspiration before you reject an opportunity, or your intuitive spidey senses tell you this is not the right thing for me. Let's talk about the flip side of things. You're inspired, you're inspired to do something, and then you get scared because you've not done that before, but somehow you received this amazing piece of inspiration that overtook you, and it kind of lit your eyes. And then when you thought about it, when the naysayer in your brain came back and says, "But what if this happens, or that? What if that happens?" That's when fear creeps in from inspiration. So the idea there is to take that fear that has been born out of inspiration, bring it back to that inspiration, and say, "Okay, are we afraid of the unknown?" Which means that there's an equal opportunity for us to succeed as fail, because we don't know. It's an unknown. So you might as well just say it's not going to be all bad. And you can give it the opportunity, a benefit of the doubt that it might be good. And that shifts your situation. If out of that inspiration, usually the inspiration will come to you very subtly. It's not going to be an overwhelming hit you on the head. Sometimes when you're experiencing fear, and you move through that fear to move to that place of inspiration, you will know you're in that place of inspiration if the response actually comes from the heart. So that is essentially the process, is whatever you feel, whenever you're feeling fear, is to transfer into that place of inspiration. So the question is, how do you do that? The mechanism is this, that you ask your heart's wisdom. You cannot ask your heart's wisdom while you're experiencing fear. So it may come across as a catch-22 situation, but we know a technique to break us out of fear instantaneously by simply experiencing an imagination that will create a set of emotions that is going to give us lightheartedness, that's going to give us appreciation, joy, and gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful, powerful emotion that will allow you to shift from fear into inspiration. So let us talk about gratitude next, and let us actually practice this experience of gratitude. So let us begin now by placing our awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep, gentle breaths. And this time, take these breaths flowing into your heart, down to your lower abdomen, to your perineum, down through your legs, into the center of the earth. 5 seconds to breathe in or more, and then use the same amount of time to exhale from the center of the earth through your legs. Imagine this beautiful, loving Gaia energy flowing into your body through your perineum, lower abdomen, out from your heart and beyond. This is a beautiful cycle to have. And as you take these breaths in, take in a feeling of gratitude or appreciation and draw those in and immerse those, intertwine those with every cell in your body as you take that journey down through your legs to Mother Earth and bringing it back up again from loving energy of the Gaia. So you experience the full body love. On your next inhale, experience this loving energy with gratitude coming into your heart and then splitting, one going down through to the earth, the other one going up through your head and out. So now you have this beautiful energy flowing into your heart, splitting through your head, up and down through your feet into Mother Earth. And as you exhale, bring the energy back in from your head and from Gaia. Allow it to mix into your heart, and out it goes from your heart, shining your beautiful heart. Do this and take it slow, take it deep, and do it with purpose, with gratitude. Invite your body to experience a more intense emotion of gratitude or appreciation. Just give it permission. Open up. Imagine every cell in your body opening up to experience and receive a more deeper and more intense version of this beautiful emotion. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Something kind of spoke in my ear. Maybe it was my own mind chatter when I was doing this practice with you, drawing breaths into my heart and then down through the feet and into the earth. And then there's this part of me above the heart that felt empty. It felt like it needed love. It was, this is how your body speaks, talks to you. It says, "Hey, I want some love too." And so I added that bit of splitting the breath and the emotion so that it flows upward to your through your head and out. So, and as you breathe in, it comes back in. So these are the things we listen to our body. So I hope that was useful and helpful for you. You can give me your questions, type those into the chat area. While you're doing that, I wanted to share with you something that I was inspired to, and my body told me I needed to do this because I'm struggling with this as well. One of the, and it's connected to what we talked about today, making decisions. One of the things that we are inundated with in today's society is we have information coming from credible sources and those that appear to be credible. Governments can be credible or they cannot be credible. People have lost trust for governments. People have lost trust on big pharma. But one of the things that is emerging right now is people are very skeptical. I have a friend who stopped believing that the earth was round because she didn't observe it herself. you know, she was convinced that this is not the case. And, no matter of how much physics I threw at her, we agreed to disagree. But this is the trend because people are now, and I think it's a healthy trend. And I'll tell you why. We are no longer believing everything somebody says. We're no longer giving our power away to people. We used to do that. When somebody in a white lab coat said, and this is what they said to me. They said to me, "You're going to always need diabetes medication. It's always going to increase every year, and you're going to end up on insulin." That's the path this person painted for me 20 years ago. Well, that didn't come true. So, but I did give my power away and believed that, and I went ahead and started doing things to accommodate that. We have stopped. The energy shifted. We have stopped giving away our power. And one of the things I want to do is I want to help everybody practice a technique that is called freeze frame technique. And this is going to be live. This is going to be free for everybody. And you can ask the question if you want, should I, in my context today, is vaccination right for me? And I want to unpack this for us so that we can go through this practice and everybody gets their own answer. And the answer is not going to be all yes and not going to be all no. It's going to be specific and contextual. So I want to do this. So this is an event on April 5th. So bookmark your calendars. I've sent out a subscription for a YouTube channel that I have. I'll be broadcasting live through YouTube. Again, Making Law of Attraction Work, the 3-part series is complete for Ignite members. They're all there. If you're not an Ignite member and you want to check out the free previews, just click on the QR link, okay? And if I can be of service to help you get out of your own way, if there's anything that I can serve you with, you can click on the QR link and book an appointment with me for 30 minutes, and I'll give you something that you will benefit from, even if we don't talk beyond that. All right. So Claire and Carol, thank you for joining me this morning again. Yes, your comments. It seems that we are creating the vortex. We totally are. And, this is the energy that we are creating. And the energy that we're creating hasn't been created before. And most of us don't know how to handle it. We're becoming extremely skeptical of everything that people tell us, because the next level of that, the next level up, is to actually now use your heart's intuitive guidance to distill and distinguish between things that resonate and things that don't. People can throw facts. We've known this adage from before that, you can make statistics shape any way you want to, depending on who's talking. You can shape a question if you're doing a survey to get you the answer you want. This has been a practice for decades. I mean, when I was going to university, this was done by marketing agencies. Today, those things are no longer going to work, because we are becoming more in tune with our own heart's intuitive guidance. And I just wanted to be a part of that movement, and I wanted to share that with you. Dr. Meliha Amber Wolf, thank you for helping me. Oh, I'm just so honored that you said that. Thank you so much. I am inspired, and I want everyone else to be truly inspired. I do experience fear, and I have to remind myself, fear is merely a pathway to inspiration. It is healthy. I'm a stage actor. I do some acting, and before I get on stage for the first time, that particular run of show, I have these butterflies in my stomach. I get nervous, but that helps me perform really well. And inspiration is a beautiful thing. Fear is a beautiful thing. We just have to make sure we don't stay in fear. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. Appreciate your participation, and I look forward to connecting with you same time next week. All right, you take care and have a blessed week until we see you next. Take care.